We'll study about group by and having clause. Okay, so here this group by is nothing but so many times what we required is you are segregating the some things. Okay, that is nothing but you want to group, you want to make some group. Okay, on top of that you want to apply some aggregation functions or count you want to apply, then you want to see it what all things are possible from that. Okay, so whatever result you are getting it from that result, again you want to segregate something. Okay, or you want a result that is nothing but something as a group of some items only. Okay, so for that we'll take one example first. Okay, so here suppose I have one table, a student table. So in this table again we have something as a name USN. Okay, so here USN is a primary key. Okay, then sum is there, then consider as each student getting some pocket money, so that pocket money we are listing it. Okay, so these things are there, so and these values I have inserted. Okay, so that is something but each student name USN. Okay, sum, that is fifth sem. Okay, sixth sem and seventh sem, like that 5 values I have inserted. Then pocket money I kept for all as 100. Okay, so different values also you can keep it. So like this some values are there. Okay, now suppose I want to know as a how many students are there in fifth sem. Okay, so only this data is there. Okay, from this I have this is a student information, that is name USN, then sem is there. So how can I get it? So how you can get it? So how many students are there in fifth sem? Okay. So can I apply where clause? Okay, so like select star, select star. Okay, so this will give all the columns star from. Okay, this is my student table. So that is stud. Okay, student table. Then where, okay, so sum is equal to 5. So it's listing 2 rows. So if I want exactly how many counts are there, so just I can use aggregate function. So in bucket, if I given this star mark inside a count aggregate function, so it will list it. Okay, so like this, so anything particular if I want, so that particular thing I will get it. Okay, so but what will happen is, so how many different sums are there? Okay, sometimes we may not knowing it. Okay, okay, sometimes how many different sums are there, that we may not knowing it. Okay, so first I will display the table whatever values we have. So these values whatever we inserted, same thing I am seeing the fifth sem. Okay, then so fifth sem, sixth sem, seventh sem related. Okay, like this if you have as a 1000 of values, okay, suppose like this if I have as a thousands of rows. Okay, so that time watching these values and checking how many different types of values are there, that is also a difficult part. Okay, so identifying those different kinds of values and grouping them will be too difficult part. So for that purpose what we have is a group by one clause is there. That clause we can use it, then we can see it. So how many different kinds are there, and in each kind how many values are there. Okay, so there is nothing but here we have 3 different semesters. Okay, 5, 6 and 7th. Okay, so we can group by, that is with 5th semester, 6th semester, then 7th semester. Okay, like that values we can group it. Okay, so here I'm saying that this consider as a so here what I'm saying is select sem. Okay, so how many different sems are there? Okay, that is that we are checking it. Select sem from student group. Here group by sem wise only. Sem wise you have to group it. So what it will do is it will group semester wise. Here fifth semester wise this is one group, sixth semester wise is second group, seventh semester is the third group. So total three groups. So it will form a three groups here. Okay, in this values it will form a three groups. So here in that what we want, only sem we want. So here this first two rows is nothing but one group, third and fourth row is a second group, then this is the last row is a third group. Okay, so like this we have three groups. In this I want only sem. So here sem is a 5, 6 and 7. So that is 6, 5, 7 in reverse order, it's printing it. Okay, so that's the values we will get it. Okay, so now so same thing for this one. Suppose can I get it on this one? So here I was taking the sem. So comma, can I take along with this sem? So group whatever I did it. So along with this one, can I take name also? Okay. So if I'm trying to take the name of the student also, so what will happen? Okay. So what will happen? So it will try to give. So what it will happen is, so here fifth sem one group is there, sixth sem one group is there, seventh sem one group is there. And if I try to take a name, okay, so what it will happen? So it will try to give name of a student, but which student? Okay, because in this fifth sem you have two students. In that which student name you have to give it. Okay, so here also sixth sem, in this one you have two students, so which name it has to give it? There is a conflict one. So whenever you are making a group and asking for an attribute for a single entity, so always this query will make a conflict. Okay, so that time always system will throw the error. Okay, so now it will saying as it's throwing an error. That is nothing but group by expression. Whatever expression you are making it, so it should be common to entire group, that only you can get it. Okay, so here in this first whatever we made it, this in this one it's a common sem 5 is a common to entire group. Okay, here also sem 6 is a common to entire group. 7 is a common to entire group. USN, name and pocket money. Now in this case I given pocket money same to all the students. Okay, but sometimes it may be different. Okay, it's not a common one. Okay, so common values are not there. So this kind of things, that time it will throw the error. Says indirectly whatever say it, so whatever will list it here. Okay, so that is something, but whatever will list it in front of here group by. Okay, so whatever will be there, so like here sem, so whatever it is there, only for these attributes only you can extract it. Okay, so group by whatever I'm doing it, suppose if I'm doing here after this one group by, maybe here pocket money also. Okay, so like that if you're giving it pocket money, so that time, so here pocket money, so if I'm giving, so these attributes only I can extract here. Okay, sem then group pocket money, so like this only these two attributes only I can extract here. Plus I can extract the aggregate functions. Okay, so what are the aggregate functions? That is sum, okay, count, min, max, average. Okay, so those things plus whatever I am listing it here, so those only I can extract. Okay, other than that if I are trying to extract something it's related to particular entity, so that time system will not support, it will give the error. Okay, so here one we saw it is this nothing but how you are grouping it. Now how second one we saw as a trying to extract the name of a one single entity. Okay, so that time it's nothing but you are getting a error. Okay, so now we'll see the third one. Here there's nothing but, so along with this one I can see the aggregate functions. Okay, so aggregate functions we will check it, so what all things it will give it. Okay, so here, okay, so what we are saying is select sem, select the sem plus number of count. Okay, so how many counts are there in that group? Okay, so select those things. Okay, so here count, then student, group by sem. Okay, group by sem we are doing it. So here total you have three groups. Okay, that is fifth sem, sixth sem, seventh sem. So in this each group, how many counts are there? Those it will be shown here. That is nothing but count. That is two. Sixth sem two students are there. Fifth sem two students are there. Seventh sem one student is there. Okay, so like this it will give the count. Entire count it will give it. Okay, so here again you can make the aggregate function also. Okay, so aggregate function, like here we have one more thing. One second. In this only, so maybe sum of pocket money. Okay, so what we did is here extra is, so count we took it. Okay, group wise count, then in that group pocket money sum we are doing it. Okay, so there is nothing but in 6th sem 2 students per student is getting 100. Okay, so 200 rupees. 5th sem also 2 students are there, per student is getting 100 pocket money, so that is a 200 rupees. 7th sem only one student is there, his total sum is 100 only. Okay, so like that you can make the some aggregate functions also, you can write it here. Okay, so this is how you want to group it. Okay, so sometimes you want to put the restriction on this one also. So whatever you are grouping it on this one also, you want to put the some restriction. Okay, so what we can do is here, after grouping you can put the some clause. Okay, so like restriction is, I want students yeah, in a semester minimum 2 students are there. Okay, in this database I have as a total 5 students, so per semester minimum 2 students should be there. So there's nothing but I don't want 7 sem information. Okay, so I want only 5 and 6 sem information only. Okay, so that time you have to put the condition. So previously you had as a where clause. That where clause you used to put the condition on all the entities. Each entity value it used to keep the condition. Now what we are doing is, after grouping some condition you want to put it. For that purpose we will use the having. Okay, so like this here, whatever is there, this is nothing but having clause, we will use it. So what it will do is, so whatever you are grouping it, so for that group some condition it will put it. So okay, so we'll see this one. Let's say here, so what we are doing is, not some, it should be a count. So here, so previously again I given as a sum here. For some you are not identified anything here. Okay, so that's why you got the error. Okay, so it should be a count. So how many counts are there? Okay, so what we are doing is here, so previously, so we taken as a sem and count of each sem. Okay, from the student table grouped by sem, only this much was there. Now we are putting the some condition, that is something having count greater than 1. Okay, so star mark count inside bracket, star mark is nothing but whatever value is there, consider all. So there is nothing but all rows. Okay, so consider it for any attribute. Okay, so in between you can mention here attribute also particular, or you can leave it. If you mention as a star mark, so it will consider for all attributes. Okay, so here for all attributes, whatever is there, how many rows will come. Okay, so those it will consider it. So now we are saying is a greater than 1. There is nothing but minimum 2 entries should be there. Okay, greater than 1 sense minimum 2 entries. Okay, so that we are putting the restriction. So like that we have here in our database 5th sem and 6th sem related information. Okay, so what is that value we are putting here. Okay, so again here also, again if you want, again you can put that is a something, sum of pocket money. Okay, that is nothing but so in this group, whatever restriction you put it. Okay, so this is the restriction. Again, in that I'm taking the some condition. Okay, that is nothing but pocket money. How much is there? Those things I'm checking it. Okay, so like this, here first you have to group it, then you have to see the some restriction on the group only. Okay, any doubts in this one? Any doubts? So here, just one second, I will revise it. Table created, some values are inserted. So sometimes you are required to group the depending on some attribute. Okay, so here depending on some we are grouping it, maybe depending on pocket value also. So suppose if I have as something different pocket money, okay, so that time you can depending on pocket money also you can group it. So whatever attribute you like it, depending on that you can group it. So if suppose I'm trying to group by primary key, so what will happen, all are different groups only, because primary key is nothing but always it will be a different values only. So all values will be different only. So whatever rows are there, those many groups will happen, and each group has a only one entity. Okay, so only one entity, because primary key is nothing but, so always it will be different. Okay, so like this here we are grouping it on the same. Okay, so whatever things is there, how many common sems are there, those things will come. So those many groups will happen, fifth sem, sixth sem and seventh sem. So on that some restriction you can put it. So that restriction you can put it by having. Okay, so where clause always it will put on each entity, that is something but 5 rows are there, means 5 entities it will put it. So having clause what it will do is, so how many groups are there, those many groups on that it will put it. So here I have 3 groups. Okay, so fifth sem one group, sixth sem one group, seventh sem one group. So in this group it will put the condition. Okay, so that is what. Now we'll see how arithmetic operations we can perform it. Okay, so here one query is there. So that query is show the effect of giving all the students, students a 10% rise of pocket money. Okay, so it's showing as a what is the effect of giving a 10% rise in pocket money. Okay, so first we'll see what is the value actually is there. Okay, so we have all 100 only. So now he's saying is a what is the effect of giving the rise of 10%. Okay, so here 10% hike is nothing but, so pocket money I want to extract it. Okay, so whatever I am extracting I am multiplying by 1.1. Okay, why 1.1? If I multiply it by 1 it will be as it is. 10% hike means whatever was there x value plus 0.1 x I have to increase it, that is nothing but 1.1. Clear? Yes or no? Okay, so here is nothing but this 1 means as it is pocket money. Okay, 10% hike means that is 0.1, that is a hike. Okay, that is a 10%, but total effect of after giving 10%, so there is something but 1.1. Okay, so this is overall 1.1. Now let's see. Here student name and 10% hike after giving what all things are happening. Okay, so it's a all of some got as a 110. Okay, so this is what it's happening. So what about in database, is it modified or only it's a look wise it is modified? So whatever we are seeing only it's modified here, or exactly in database only it's modified? Quick response. Is it modified in our database, or whatever we're seeing it only there it's modified? So whatever we're seeing in this monitor, only in this monitor only it's modified, or actually in database it's modified? Not not modified in database. Yes, correct. Okay. So why? Because we are using select command. Okay. Select command is nothing but from the database we are retrieving it. So what will happen from the database? You will get the value. So then 10% hike after giving to that database values, we're displaying it. Okay. So we're not modifying the database. Okay. And if you saw the query, he given as a show the effect of giving the 10%. Okay. So what will be the effect only that he asked to show it. Okay, he's not told to modify the database. Okay, so that's why what we did is we return the select command. Okay, so like this you can do any modification and you can see the effect on the database by using select command only. From select command, anything you can do it. Like here, pocket money directly I can assign it to the 100 only again. Okay, or some different value. Okay, so here I will remove this one. Okay, so this is minus suppose 10. Okay. Okay, so 90 rupees. So what 100 rupees was there, so minus 10. So like this here, some modifications I can do it and I can see the effect only. Okay, so it's nothing but we are not modifying the actual database. So just we are seeing the effect only. So here this is a one attribute minus some number I am doing it. So sometimes I can do one attribute minus one more attribute. When if it is a both data types are same, okay, then only I can do it. Okay, and if you saw here, this is actually this is a float type and this is an integer type. Okay, I can't do the subtraction also. Okay, so here this is a float type and this is a varchar. Okay, so I can't do it, and this is varchar. Okay, but we can't do anything here. Okay, this is varchar is the thing, but it's a character type. On character type we can't perform the arithmetic operations. Okay, so to do a arithmetic operations, always you should have some numeric value. So on numeric values you can do the some operations. So in select command you can do the some arithmetic operations also. You can do the multiplication, whatever we saw here, multiplication, subtraction, like that you can do the plus. Okay, divide by operator also you can do it. So all four arithmetic operations you can perform it on a attribute. Then some number you can use it, or attribute and again attribute you can use it, but there is a condition is both attributes should be of same data type. Okay, it may be a float or integer, whatever you are using it, it should be numeric same data type, then only you can perform it. Okay, so this is like this we can perform the arithmetic operations. Okay, so just one example this is I think very easy one. You can do it as a subtraction also, multiplication, addition, like that, all arithmetic operations you can do it. Okay, so now we'll see it here. What we did is, so this is nothing but just we are seeing the effect. Okay, so now I want to modify the database only. Okay, so to modify the database, so whatever till now whatever we studied, those commands we can't use it. So this is nothing but we studied as a create, insert, okay, select. Okay, so these command and delete, drop, we studied it. Okay, so in these commands we can't modify the actually database. Okay, so now what already existing data is there, just I want to update the data. Okay, so there's nothing but just whatever value is there that I want to modify it. So that time I have to use the update command. Okay, so here this is the what actually our syntax is. Okay, so here update one keyword is there, then table name you have to give it, then whichever attribute you want to modify it. So for that you have to give as a set, so attribute. You can list n number of attributes here. Okay, like here, like attribute second name, then some value. Okay, equal to some value. Okay, value suppose 2 I will give. Okay, so second value. So like that, how many attributes you want to add it, those many attributes you can give it. So here just I am considering as a 1. Okay, so whatever attribute value you want to update it, that attribute name you have to use, then equal to whatever new value you want to give it, that you have to give it. And condition. Okay, so this condition part is optional. Okay, so you can give it or you can leave it. Okay, if you are not given condition part, it means it's updating for all the rows. If you given condition means particular rows only you are selecting it and you are giving the update value. Okay, so we'll see for this is a where clause, then condition we are giving it. So now we'll see this is update command here for student. So update student set pocket money. So there is something but 100 I'm giving it. Okay, so you can give, I think previously also it was 100 only. So we'll give it 200. So Here 200 we given. Now we're saying that 5 rows are updated. Okay, so in our database we had 5 rows, so all rows are updated because we are not given here where clause. Okay, if you given where clause means only particular values of that rows only, whatever condition we given, those rows values will be updated. Now we are not given any condition means it's updating the entire database only, so all 5 rows are updating. Okay, so here, yes, any doubts, Sushma? Okay, so here all 5 rows are updated, so that is pocket money, whatever previous was there that I modified and directly I kept as a 200. Okay, so this one, now we'll see it, what is the value. Okay, perform. So previously it was 100 actually, now we modified as a 200. Okay, so like this, whatever select command we return it, that is 10% hike. Okay, so now we'll write this one as a 10% hike. So instead of here 200, what I have to write is 10% hike means, so whatever previous one is there, that is pocket money previous one into 1.1. Okay, so if I given into 1.1 means previous one whatever was there, that we're modifying it. So here we saw this is the attribute name pocket money equal to pocket money previous one into 1.1. Okay, so this value it will calculate it and it will write into again inside pocket money attribute only. Okay, so inside that it will write it. So again you are not putting any condition, so it will modify for all. Okay, so here again it's modified for all, so we'll see it's 220 it become, it was 200 it become 220. So if you want you can put the condition, that is where clause you can add it where, so depending on some condition you can write it. Suppose for sem5 only I want to give the update. Okay, so here, so okay, we'll give as a 200. Okay, so sem5 related 2 rows are there, these 2 rows has to be modified. Now we'll see the thing. So here we have the 200 200, remaining all are 220. Okay, so like this we can run the update commands. Any doubts in this one?